season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the North Carolina Tar Heels and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Well, guys, Coach knows this is going to be a hostile environment. He is so excited because this crowd has been one of their best assets all season. They make every game difficult. When a hard opponent comes in, the crowd rises to their best occasion. And he's been telling the students all week, we need you today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Tar Heels headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
Bringing it out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will have the football first. And they're trusting this transfer senior quarterback to get things going. Man, he was razor sharp last time out, completed better than 70% of his passes, throwing for 200-plus yards. Complete to start this drive. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To the air, it's Edwards. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Tar Heels send out the punt unit. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Razorbacks offense takes the field for the first time in this game. K.J. Jackson, just a miserable game in that loss last time out, throwing 5 interceptions. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Smith takes the handoff. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on third down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. Looking for a man, it's Edwards. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Tar Heels can really attack on this second and short. Leaves it with the back. At midfield, he's got room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Thurman. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. It's complete on the right side. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Razorbacks want to crank the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He'll pull it down. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. The offense changing the play. Jackson will throw. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the first down.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route, so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. On the run, still looking. Quarterback gets past the marker. Turning it on. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field. There's nothing you can do about it.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Smith. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On the move. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. North Carolina will call its 2nd timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. And the Razorbacks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If you're able able to move the ball on a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
This drive will open from the 15. Off-play action on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Leaves it with the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. This quarterback part of their running game. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
They'll run it to the right, fighting off the defender. Here's a little room there. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. One final play before the end of the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Lowers those pads. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the bridge. Arkansas has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He wants to change this route. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. They're setting up the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. The Razorbacks in the hurry-up. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. A strike downfield. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Rolling into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It would be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department.
On on the ground with the counter. Showing off the arms. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. DBs locked up tight on the receivers. Trying to impose their will with the run. Nice move to keep running. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. The Tar Heels lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards.
Hey, kill it, kill it. 776 captain. 7-7.
Jackson will throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. Open on the left side, it's Smith. The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets the 1st down. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on 2nd down. Gets rid of it. Dangerous throw there that's knocked down and incomplete.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Sweet cut there. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line and a little more room to operate. The Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Edwards. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Pinned just inside their own 20, they need to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Punts it out of the air. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Wants to throw again. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Rides to back and leaves it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. They think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Third down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down.
Ready. 22. Sit.
Jackson gonna throw it. Pocket breaking down. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up with tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. That is the final timeout for the Tar Heels. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Arkansas. Excellent pass by the back on the option. That's his third touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season. And the extra point is good. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It'll be third and long. To the air, it's Edwards. Rushes on him. Got his man on the right.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. To the air on first down. Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen,
he's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here now.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with FIU taking on the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. And it's FIU looking for a 2nd win after the opening week loss. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Let's take a look at some of the other notable games going on, including one that looks like it could be headed towards Upset City. And now over to your game in Fayetteville. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage. And with that, let's hear another hog call and send it back to the guys in Razorback Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Razorbacks will kick it off to start the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this...
Makes a grab and room to run. To the house. Touchdown, UNC. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
35, North Carolina, 14.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having...
And the pressure gets to him again, another sack. And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Made a defender miss. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They cut into the deficit the last time they had it, forced the punt, and now they can really make this a game.
And you're right back in this thing. You're creating some momentum. You got the score. You got the stop. This offense, Jesse, has a chance now to make this an absolute barn burner of a ball game.
Yeah, it's one play at a time, though, right? You're not going to get it all back in one play. Just go out, do your job, execute, keep this thing going down the field. And if things go well, like David said, we've got a game.
Dropping back, it's Edwards. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Blocked those heels at the 10 and didn't go backwards. He makes the fair catch there. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Look out. Finding some room. Inside the 40, the 20, ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give is to Smith. And he's in. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field, ready to start the drive. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off play action. Makes the catch. It's Thurman. Breaks a tackle, and he might have... Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. And this fumble bounces out of bounds. The Tar Heels come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking downfield on 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Makes the catch. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wants to keep it in the air. They're working that left side. Discards. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Touchdown, Tar Heels! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Hey, man, I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Go! Jackson will throw. Looking to scramble. Fires on the move. And that one's incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape, scramble, and go pick up the first down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
Running inside, it's Smith. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he won't make it to the marker, stonewalled for the 2nd straight play. Needs it to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Edwards. Fears the pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got a man. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. And at the end of the play, it looks as if there's an injured Razorback on the field. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. He's looking downfield to throw. Pressure coming. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. As they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13. you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced them into 4th down.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
They'll run for it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Gets the back moving. The Razorbacks take their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Tar Heels will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Trying to find the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, North Carolina! And the extra point was good. So they take over with great starting field position, move it 36 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Creates a little room. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Bring in the heat. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Got out of trouble and throws. With the catch, it's Marshall. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. 1st down, 10 yards to go. Motion from the wideout. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He wants to take the top off. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Takes the pick back to the 32-yard line, and now this offense will be in business. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in the... And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. Looking to pass. It's Edwards. Oh, they're after him. Makes the catch on the left. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have
a shot toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the grab, pass to Marker. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Obviously didn't like what he saw on 1st down, and they use a timeout. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And listen, you had to take a shot. You got to make something happen. Somebody has to make a play and to get back in this ball game down a couple of scores. And now the defense has to come out, make something.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. North Carolina will call its 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Pocket breaking down. And he never had a chance. That is the final timeout for the Tar Heels. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. He'll return it from around the 50. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The DBs will back off a bit. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. This time he's got it. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
To the air on second down. Looking to the big tight end. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot.
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And what a great play right there by the pass rush, affecting the QB's rhythm, David. He didn't have a chance to throw that on time. They forced him to scramble. Everything broke down. He tried to go get it himself, but you saw the speed catch up to him, bring him to the ground, and the defense, they win it for their team.
Just great job taking away the initial read, right? Like he wanted to throw the football. Great initial coverage. Then it breaks down a little bit, and now you got to chase. You got to play that second play. They do it masterfully. In a big moment, man, they chase him down, they get to the QB, and they call game and walk out of here with the W.
The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Dumps it to the back. Zings it complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. After this, it'll be a wrap. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. Buying some time. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. He played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
And some people might say they should have taken a knee, run the clock out. This offense believes, I'm going to run the football. It's your job to stop it. And they add a rushing touchdown and another 6 to the scoreboard.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work. Through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defense.